Brian Molefe, the former CEO of Eskom who has been accused of corruption many times, has taken a new role where he is in control of the state-owned electricity company directly. Molefe's selection to the Electrical and Energy Portfolio Committee of Parliament has raised concerns due to his prior issues with Eskom. Please kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn on the notification bell so as to get all our updates. Eskom, which is now dealing with operational challenges, financial worries, and frequent power outages, is greatly aided by the employment of Molefe. The nomination of the individual to the Portfolio Committee, which will enable them to oversee and scrutinize the same organization they once controlled, has caused controversy among political analysts and the broader public. Some claim that during his tenure as CEO from 2015 to 2016, Molefe stabilized Eskom's operations. However, allegations of misconduct and corruption cloud his leadership, particularly in regard to the potential state capture activities of the Gupta family. The State Capture Commission claims that Molefe's participation in dubious contracts concerning coal delivery caused Eskom to lose billions of rand. Molefe's intention to return to the energy industry as an oversight has angered a lot of people. There are many who believe that allowing someone to run the utility who has been implicated in serious corruption charges in the past will jeopardize the committee's work. Among the civil society organizations that have called for Molefe's resignation because of his suspected participation in unethical actions is the organization Undoing Tax Abuse, OUTA. Molefe supporters argue that the committee would gain a great deal from his expertise in the field and his understanding of Eskom's internal operations, given that he has never been proven guilty of a crime. Several committee members believe that his understanding of Eskom's internal operations might be beneficial to parliamentary scrutiny. Molefe's new position adds to the complexity already faced by Eskom. Everyone is keeping a close eye on how Molefe and the Portfolio Committee manage the issues ailing South Africa's power industry and how his involvement, if any, affects Eskom's future as the energy crisis worsens. Once again, former South African President Thabo Mbeki has counseled present African leaders to imitate the remarkable bond between Nigerian and South African artists. According to Mbeki, African political leaders are stuck in a cycle of unfounded territorialism and egocentrism that prevents wealth creation among African nations. Despite the fact that African artists have successfully forged strong relationships and collaborative strategies that have popularized both countries' entertainment sectors and generated wealth for industry participants. Africa used to be feared, according to Mbeki's previous statements, because of leaders' strong Pan-Africanism awareness and purposeful policy formulations meant to give the continent influence. He lamented, meanwhile, that today's leaders lacked this kind of political commitment, were increasingly Eurocentric, and had no clear idea of how to keep Africa a free continent. At the Thabo Mbeki Foundation in Johannesburg, Mbeki stated that political will to manage diversity is essential to the survival of all African states because no state in Africa is today not distinguished by the diversity of its population. He was speaking to the third cohort of MTN-MIP fellows. Therefore, deliberate political action is required to maintain the unity of a continent or a nation. Tanzania is one country that stands out in this way. Under Julius Nyerere, Tanzania was known as Tanganyika until he made two crucial choices that kept the nation together. Having a single language at the center was one of them. Nyerere made the decision that all people had to give up speaking their own tongues and learn Swahili. Therefore, Swahili is spoken by everybody. The decision to abolish the chieftainship institution was the second. Thus, neither this tribe nor that tribe has a chief. The political leadership made these deliberate choices. It has been successful for them to unite the Tanganyikan people into a single country. Therefore, Tanzanians have grown accustomed to their unity. In fact, a few years ago, when certain Tanzanian politicians revived the issue of tribal identity in an attempt to further their own political careers, Tanzanians' collective consciousness was strong enough to overcome them. That's the reason I'm suggesting that this is a political choice. In that regard, South Africa is quite lucky, as you may know, because the diamond mines were originally found in the 19th century and brought visitors from all across southern Africa, including Angola. Subsequently, gold mining emerged, leading to significant domestic population migration and social and economic advancement. Remember that